welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm excited to share with you the second part of my little trip through Canada. In this episode, we will continue our journey with Toronto, followed by Ottawa. So, let's dive in! On the morning of the third day, we left the cottages where we were accommodated to explore Niagara and made our way to Toronto. We started to explore the city with Scotiabank Arena, which is home for the NHL Toronto Maple Leafs and NBA Toronto Raptors. We wanted to visit the arena, but unfortunately it was closed. So we decided to enter a shop with clothing for fans of the two teams. After that, we stopped to eat something at Subway because we were hungry, and then we walked around a bit and headed to the CN Tower.
Broke and sexy.
For the CN Tower, the ticket for general admission costs $43, the highest point is $53, and age walk starts at $199, allowing you to walk along the edge of the CN Tower's main path, secured just by a harness. We didn't have the courage, so we bought a general admission ticket. Welcome to the CN Tower, one of the tallest buildings in the world. It measured 553 meters high. Currently, we are 346 meters above the ground. Wow! The tower also has a restaurant that rotates 360 degrees where you can dine. This isn't the first time I visited CN Tower. I was here in the summer of 2018, but back then I went in the evening. And I admit that the evening view is much more spectacular because you can see all the lights of the city from above. After visiting the tower, we decided to walk and admire the city, heading to Nathan Phillips Square, which is my favorite place when I come to Toronto. here I show you that Toronto's old City Hall is right in front. And here is the famous fountains in Nathan Phillips Square. I love this place. All kinds of shows are held here, and in the winter the fountain turns into a skate rink. We spent the rest of the day there, and in the evening we made our way back home. The following day, a little tired after the long journey, we decided to go visit Ottawa, being at a much smaller distance from our home than Toronto. The main point for which we wanted to visit Ottawa was the Parliament Hill, so we headed towards it. We started our visit with a tour of the buildings from the outside, admiring the Gothic Revival style architecture, this being the East Block. I think it was 40 degrees Celsius outside, so we decided to visit the House of Commons in the West Block, but unfortunately the tour was already full at that time and we had to come back later. So we went for a walk. There is the center block, which could not be visited because it was under construction. The next point we passed was the National War Memorial, which symbolizes the sacrifice of all Canadians Armed Forces personnel who have served Canada in times of war. After that, we stopped to eat something, and because the time passed quickly, we returned for the tour. But before that, we stopped a little at the fountain in front of the Parliament. This fountain commemorates the 100th anniversary of the Canadian Confederation. And this is a small part of the tour of the House of Commons because our guide only allowed us to film and take photos here. But the tour lasts 40 minutes and it's free. The next tourist attraction we didn't want to miss was a ride on the Rideau Canal. And here on the right is the famous Fairmont Chateau Laurier Hotel. Since it was already very late, we couldn't find tickets for the boat cruise, so we took an aqua taxi for a ride. The buildings looked very nice from the canal, and we even passed by the History Museum by boat. Before heading home, we made a stop at a Korean and Japanese kitchen called Food Mood, where we bought some food to take home and the best bubble tea from Presso Tea. This was the second part of the vlog, and next time we will continue the journey with Quebec City and so on. Thank you for watching, and if you like my video, please hit the like button, share and subscribe. See you next time!